beautiful collectors and Masters of the Universe fans. Once again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, thanks to the absolutely incredible contributions from all of my Optibotimus Plus channel members, we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins MANTENNA. Part of the evil horde and celebrating 40 years of the Masters of the Universe, this crazy looking bug-eyed bad guy is definitely another one that is really off the wall and weird, but fits so perfectly with the era that these toys came out. For the package, as you can see right there at the top, you got that really nice Masters of the Universe logo with the rocks kind of blasting out. As this year we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Masters of the Universe, all the figures that are released do have this nice silver foil print right up here, which does look really cool. And then of course you got the sticker with the evil horde stuck right on here on the bubble. And it says that it includes a comic book, and then of course you can kind of see that there in the back. What's interesting, it doesn't have like a little tagline or anything right there, because usually they're like, you know, the master of bug eyes or something, and then, I don't know, that's weird. Go around to the back of the package. Again, gorgeous art with the snake men, so we definitely know that those guys are coming. You got King Hiss right up there, that's Tongue Lasher. Really excited about getting the snake men. And then of course you got the nice cartoon image of the action feature, which is bugging eyes. But this is the only figure in this wave that I was really kind of looking forward to. I don't care about Pighead, and I'm really not interested in getting another version of He-Man and Skeletor, even though that they are designed to look like the 2000X version, which for me is a fantastic show. Probably the best He-Man show. Sorry, Kevin Smith, it just is. But for the packaging on this guy, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get him out here and see how cool he actually is. Alright guys, so here we have MANTENNA open up and out of his packaging, and as always he does come with, as I mentioned, the mini comic. This one featuring Sunman, the 2000X version of He-Man, Skeletor, Pighead, all that kind of stuff. Again, really nice that they include these. This is a story that I don't particularly care much about because it's got Sunman, and I don't have any interest in that character or that kind of story or anything of that nature, but you do have that, which is really nice. And you also do get the little, not really an instruction sheet, but kind of a little diagram here showing you which parts can actually be swapped out with this guy. What's really interesting is that, I've talked about this before, how they are all in with this particular toy line. I'm really impressed with it. A lot of toy companies will reuse figures multiple times, repainting them into different characters, things of that nature, and really help to use that to kind of stretch out a line. This guy, what's really cool, for the most part, he's got all new stuff. Maybe the arms are the same. I don't really recognize those too terribly much. But as you can see, this guy has a tremendous amount of newly molded stuff. Now, he does come with the crossbow. We have seen that before with some of the other Horde figures. This one is done up in a gray plastic. And then you've got this little thing right here where you can kind of push that down and it kind of springs forward a little bit. It is what it is. This is the one that came with not Leech, but you can see that they're exactly the same, just different colors, but you do get one of those. And like I said, this figure really does feature a lot of pretty much new stuff. The arms, those might be different, just because I'm trying to think of a figure that has these little ridges that you can kind of see on the side. And I can't think of one, to be totally honest with you, because that is very much in line with the ridges that he has on his legs. So this guy might be all brand new, except for maybe the hands. Maybe. If you're watching this video and if you know specifically if anything other than the hands are different on this guy, let me know. I'm really very curious. But you can see, really crazy, wonky looking guy. The biggest thing that you're going to notice is he has 4 legs, which means the entire crotch section here had to be redone to facilitate a total of 4 legs, which, that's amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. Great detail throughout the entire thing. The chest area is all different with the Horde logo right there. Got like this armor section that comes around. It looks really nice here on the back. You can kind of see that. I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera. Maybe if I make it a little bit brighter. Let's see if I can do that. No, that's darker. That's a little bit better, I'm guessing. but you can kind of see that he's got a mix of very dark navy blue and black. So whereas the middle section here of the torso, you can see that this is black. This is all red. Again, I don't know how well that's going to come across on camera. It's probably just going to look all black, but you can maybe see it here with the legs, where the lower section here with the boots are done in a black section, and then what is meant to be the skin is blue. Now, he wasn't that dark blue in the show. He was a much lighter blue. So if they do a repaint of him, I would probably pick that one up just because that's a little bit more story accurate. And this is definitely something that's more in line with the original vintage toy, which I don't have. I've talked about this before. There are literally only 2 vintage figures that I have in my collection, which is the vintage Stondar and Rock-On. Just for some reason, I always thought those were really cool, how they transformed into rocks. One day I'll bring them in. They were featured in the She-Ra cartoon, so not really He-Man. So it's interesting that I would have that, but whatever. But you can kind of see it. Like I said, it's coming across as kind of just being all black, but it definitely is a dark navy blue. And then, like, you have the bracelets right around here that are black as well. Gorgeous detail with the head. You got the ugly little sucker mouth, those little fangs down here, giant ears. And then, like I said, one of the most noticeable aspects is the fact that he does have 4 legs. They are all individually articulated. There's a ball joint up at the hip, so you can rotate those all the way around. All of them have knee joints, which is nice. All of them have a rotation at the knee, the ankles, the little boot section, all the same articulation that you would get in literally all the other figures is here as well with this one. And you can see he stands perfectly fine because he's got 4 legs to do it with, so it's going to work very easily. But he also does have this really unique feature. Now, this is different than what it was in the original one. On the back, I don't remember if it had a lever or not. I think it did. But it wasn't the way that it is now. You push this lever down, and the eyes bug out. What's interesting, it's spring-loaded, though. So when you do it and let go, it springs back. Now, the original one did not do that. You would push the lever down, and the eyes would stay up there, and then you would have to move it up to get them to come back down. I actually like this a whole lot more. It's more of a play feature. It's definitely fun to do, but I do still kind of miss that original thing where you could kind of leave the eyes always bugged out. Now, I mean, you could probably take the thing, I don't know, you wedge this in there. Probably, yeah. And yeah, you could do something like that. That's how you used to be able to do it with the original vintage toy. So I could do something like that if I really wanted to. And that kind of matches along with the body, so you probably wouldn't notice it really all that much. Oh, now it's really jammed in there. But I love that. Again, this whole figure, just in a nutshell, is a really fun one to have. A lot of these Horde ones were really kind of goofy and ridiculous for the most part. And it works so very nicely to see. Now, first articulation, it is all basically the same. You do have a ball joint here. You can pop his head off. It is just on that standard ball peg, so if you wanted to take this and put this on somebody else, you probably could. The arms, though, have that same articulation with the pin hinge joint, so you can rotate that all the way around. Pin hinge joint at the elbow, so you can do all that fun stuff. The hinge and the rotation come to the waist. Waist swivel, and then like I showed you with all the ball joints and everything, all those points of articulation are identical here. So really a very impressive figure, and again, it is really nice to see that despite the fact that this figure can't really be, like a lot of the parts on him can't really be used a lot for other characters, it is really nice to see that they are going out of their way to give us these figures, because like I said, you can't really reuse this a lot. You know, this armor, this body you can't really reuse. Like I said, these arms you might be able to. These legs are definitely a possibility, but all in all, really well done, very cool. I love that new updated action feature thing, and I like how when you do it, his eyes kind of go a little buggy. Just in general, they don't go perfectly symmetrical. It's kind of like just like it's fun. I mean, it really is. And he would like hypnotize. I will hypnotize you, He-Man. Or well, I guess it wouldn't be He-Man. It'd be She-Ra. That's my bad impression. But there you go, guys. There's my look at the new Masters of the Universe Origins MANTENNA. A terrific, well-done figure that if you are a She-Ra fan, He-Man fan, I would absolutely recommend adding this guy to your collection. So all that being said, if MANTENNA is one that you would like to stick on your shelf, he is available right now at various retailers. So if you are looking for him, good luck, and as always, happy hunting. Or you can do the real simple thing and just go online to places like Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, or even Entertainment Earth. For all of those places, I'll put links right down there in the video description, where you can head on over and check out availability on him, as well as the rest of the wide range of Masters of the Universe Origin figures. Clicking on those links really do go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really very much appreciate it. And finally, guys, remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you all for watching and taking the time to be a kid.